everybody. It is Wednesday and I'm gonna do a little day in the life for you. I haven't filmed anything this week and I usually post on Thursdays, which is tomorrow. So this is gonna be a tight turnaround. I'm obviously working today, so I'm gonna kind of show you what I do for work because I've gotten a few questions about that recently. And then, yeah, just see what we get up to. This morning I'm going to go for a run. I'm going to go run on the treadmill at the gym just because the treadmill has been a bit nicer on my hip. That's the plan. Not sure how far I'm going to go. I did 10 yesterday, so maybe like 8. See how we go. It is currently 5:50, so let's see what sleep score I got. 89. I slept for 9 hours and 20 minutes. That's pretty good. I went to bed at 8:15. I've been getting so much sleep recently. I've had my crumpet. I'm ready to go. Here's the fit. Let's get this over with. I made it. There's no one on the treadmills so far, which means I get my favorite treadmill and no neighbors. What a win. I'm just gonna do a quick warm up and then I'm gonna get into it because I'm ready for this to be done. And I'm gonna watch 17 again. I started watching it yesterday on my run on the treadmill and it really helps the time fly by. Alrighty, run is done. I did 8Ks. I showed you the stats on the treadmill. 4:40 pace. I did it kind of progressively. I did the first 4Ks at 4:45 pace, and then I did the next 2 at 4:35, and then I think I did 4:25, 4:20. So kind of like the second half was progressive. Alrighty, I've just had a quick shower, gotten dressed. Oh, I just sprayed it everywhere. And I'm getting ready for work. We're working in the office today. I mentioned in my last vlog, we're working from home exclusively at the moment. We've been going to a couple office trials and we've found one that everyone likes, so hopefully we get that one and we're back in the office a couple days a week soon. But today we have 2 girls that have come up from the Sydney team, and so we've kind of just got this office just for the day so that we can all be together. And it's in the valley, whereas our other offices are in the city. So I have to catch like a different bus than usual, and I don't know if I'm the best at public transport, to be honest. Like I can figure it out, it's not that hard, but the thing I find the hardest is getting off the bus. How do I know when it's my stop? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's really dumb. But whilst I get ready for work, I thought I could tell you about what I do for work because I get a lot of questions about it and I've never really touched on it. Like I've responded to a couple comments here and there, but I've never really talked about it, mainly because it's really quite confusing. It's pretty niche. I'd never heard about it before I started. And even when I started, I didn't know what it entailed. It like took me a couple months to like wrap my head around it. So basically in a nutshell, I work in advertisement, specifically programmatic advertisement. So basically programmatic advertisement, what my company does is we work with companies on their advertisement. So say for example, Nike wants to advertise their upcoming sale. They will come to us and we will run their ads, and the whole concept is you're bidding on ad space. And so I will go into the platform set up the campaign, and there's this part where you put a bid, like your minimum and maximum bid, and then it like goes into a server, and so all these campaigns is bidding on like different ad spaces all at once, and it's all automated, and whoever has the highest bid wins that ad space, if that makes sense. And so ad space might be a slot on a website, it might be a billboard, it could be or like an Instagram ad, just depends like what the client wants and where they want to advertise. So you're able to target niche audiences that are more likely to convert and buy your product. So if we're talking about Nike, I can target, when I set up the campaign, target audiences that have been looking up running shoes in the past day, and they will get served the ads. And obviously because they're in the market, they've been looking at running shoes, they're more likely to click on the ad and buy the shoes. And so that's kind of the best part, is you can target really niche audiences. Rather than going and buying a slot on a website that gets served to everyone, you can just serve your ad to people that are more likely to buy. So say I open an ad and it's like news.com and there's a slot at the top for an ad. My ad, because I obviously like running and I say I've been looking at running shoes, I might get the Nike ad for running shoes. Whereas at the same time on the same website, my granddad can open the website and say he's not been looking at running shoes, he won't get that ad. He might get a different ad on, what does he like? Tennis rackets. I don't know if this is making any sense, but basically my job in all this is I'm a trader, setting up the campaigns, making sure they're performing well, optimizing them, so if they're not performing well, I'm making changes so that they do. And then writing like post-campaign insights, getting all the data and then reporting it back to the client. So it's a lot of data work, a lot in Excel, but so far I'm really liking it. This is my first job out of uni, and I finished uni not really knowing what I wanted to do. I studied a double degree in marketing and psychology, and in my marketing degree, as much as like the creative stuff is fun, I don't know if I was really like the best at it. I don't know if I'm like an ideas person, you know what I'm saying? But I did quite a bit love like consumer data subjects, which I found I was a lot better at and kind of enjoyed, probably because I was better at them. And obviously psychology has quite a bit of data in it, especially the research stuff. And so I was kind of just looking for something that kind of tied those two together. And then I came across this job just on like a job search platform. And here we are. I started in January, like the very start of this year. And so I've been in my current role for 4 months. Oh no, more than that, 5 months. And yeah, so far so good. I've definitely got my head around what I need to do, which took a long time, especially coming into the industry having like no idea what it even was. It's kind of funny, like looking back, I started this job genuinely like not knowing what the job was. Anyway, I'm gonna finish getting ready for work and then we gotta head off. I can't miss this bus because, well, I'll be late. Alrighty, face is pretty much done. Hair, I'm probably just gonna throw up in a bun because it's raining outside, which I usually do anyway. I like can never have my hair out at work. I feel like when I need to lock in, it just needs to be up. So, genuinely, how did that even happen? Oopsies. Also, every time I edit one of my TikToks, and I often film like when I'm getting ready for the gym or a run or something in the bathroom, like this exact angle, and every time I'm doing my hair, I watch the clip back and I'm like sticking out my tongue, like in concentration. I'm like, what are you doing? And I have to try to cut out all the bits where my tongue's just like, oh my god, my arms are burning. Guys, I'm gonna have breakfast and I'm gonna come back to this. I've decided I'm gonna have a yogurt bowl for breakfast. granola clusters rather, Chobani, honey, banana. Ooh. Here she is. Let's tuck in and get going. Alrighty, I just scoffed down breakfast. And I'm gonna quickly clean my teeth and run out the door. Usually I will pack my lunch and take my own lunch to work, but because we're in these new offices, we've kind of all just been going out and getting lunch together because it's a bit easier and we don't really know the kitchen situation. These are my gumboots. Alrighty, we're heading off. Usually I would walk down to the bus, but it is raining this morning and I'm running late, so I'm quickly going to drive down. I made it. Yay. Now I'm going to read my book. I always read my Kindle on the bus. Good news, everybody. I made it. Got off at the right stop. The last 10 minutes of my commute, I was just stalking the map, seeing how close we are. Anyway, now I just have to try find the office space, which is my next challenge. Also really annoying that it's raining. Commuting in the rain is just not a nice experience. Little update for everybody. It's 11 a.m. I'm just waiting for a meeting to start. Don't really know. It's running a bit behind. So hopefully it starts soon. I don't know what's going on. I'm just in a little booth. But we found our office space. Everyone's here. Good vibes. They also had like a breakfast thing going on in the kitchen, and so I got a little quarter of a donut and half a pastry, little mid-morning treat, which was nice. Anyway, that's what I'm up to. Here's the sitch, and today I'm mainly doing a lot of reports, like mid-campaign updates for clients, and then just making sure all my campaigns running at the moment are performing well. That's all. Workday is done. Back on the bus home, and I'll give you an update when I'm home. I am home from work, thank God. Going into the office, wow, it wipes it out of me. I don't know, because like obviously we don't see each other a whole lot. Like when we do get to all like hang out, it's just like non-stop. But brief synopsis of the day, because obviously I didn't feel much at work. Firstly because I can't / don't want to, but also because I just kept forgetting. But what did I get up to today? Had a couple meetings with my I had one with like a broader team kind of thing, one that's like just like a campaign performance update meeting, another one with one of the platforms we use. They kind of like go through their new developments, I guess, and I think that was it. And then the rest of the time I was doing reporting. I have a post-campaign report that's due on Friday, but I'm not here on Friday, which is exciting, going away for the weekend. So I have to get that done by tomorrow. And then I have 2 more little like mid-campaign update reports due tomorrow. And I've done one, and then the other one I still need to do, but they're usually pretty quick. And obviously lots of chats with the gals in the office because we love to yap. And then went and got lunch. We got GYG, which was a treat. Ran into a couple of characters in the valley. As one would expect, but that was definitely entertaining. And then in the afternoon we caught up with another one of our team members, co-workers, who was out for the day because he's in sales, so he's always out. And we just got a drink at a pub with him, and then caught the bus home, and now I'm here. Plan is this evening I'm gonna have a shower and like just recoup for an hour or so, then have dinner, and then tonight I'm actually going to the movies with Brie and Gemma. We're going to watch Obsession, and hopefully it's good and not too scary, because I'm not a big fan of scary movies. I love a thriller mystery, but la horror, I don't know if that's for me. But Jay watched it last week, I think, with his mates, and he said it wasn't too scary, so we'll see. But it starts at 7:30, and I'm like, Jesus, my God, it's gonna finish at like 9:30. Genuinely, I've been going to bed at like between 8:30, so hopefully I don't fall asleep in the movie. I have done that before. I think I've done it multiple times, but the most recent one was the F1 movie. Fell asleep in that. Nothing to do with the movie. Well, I mean, could have been. Anyway, I'm yapping, but that's the update of my day. I have showered. I'm in my comfies, and I'm watching the latest Love Island episode, the UK version, of course. I'm obsessed with this season. I'm loving it. It's been a while since I've actually watched Love Island like up to date, like as it's coming out and like in its entirety, because I follow like Love Island on Instagram. I usually start seeing the clips and then I don't start watching it, and then I never start after that because I've already seen like everything that's happened on the Instagram. Anyway, so I'm really excited to watch this full season. Alrighty people, it is 7 o'clock. I also played a game of Scrabble with Dad and lost miserably. It really made me quite upset, but that's okay. We've got to turn the night around. Have fun with the gals.
Hello.
Hello.
This is me before Obsession. This is me before Obsession.
We're watching Obsession. I don't know if I said this earlier.
Me and Brie are really scared.
I've had anxiety all week.
I've literally told everyone at work how I'm pooping my pants about it.
Yes, the rain hit my door on the way here, and I literally went like that. I was like, oh my God. And I
But
haven't seen
if it's about a stalker, I will be taking notes.
Here we are. I got some of these things.
Sweater weather.
Nutella and go.
Yeah.
How would you rate it?
Like a 10, of course. Hey. Guys, we finished the movie and it was like the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm like profusely sweating.
I started tearing up in there.
Gemma's freaking out.
Everyone. The music, the like calm music in between kind of makes you feel like it's not as bad as what it is.
And then it's just like boom.
Yeah,
This.
it's
This. Horrific.
But,
Yeah, wouldn't recommend that
calm
one.
music made me feel a bit better.
If you're gonna watch it during the day.
Just don't watch it.
Just don't watch
do
it,
yourself a favour. Like go like on a roller coaster or something if you want a little bit of
I
adrenaline.
actually wish I never saw that. I'm not gonna be able to sleep.
I'm actually sweating. I need to have another shower. Okay. Anyway, gonna drive home and try to get to sleep tonight. I am finally home and in bed. When I got home, the house was dark, so I kept seeing the like creepy lady from the movie like in the corners of the rooms. Well, I didn't actually see her, but like that's all I could think about, and I was like, oh. Anyway, I did not enjoy that movie. But that was my day. Got to get to bed because I have an early morning tomorrow. I'm getting up early to go to the gym, so got to get to sleep. But that was my day. Hope you enjoyed.